Hi everyone, and welcome to my first 2-minute learns all about elections in Gambia. So this past week I was super engulfed, like I'm sure most people were, in the US elections, and the whole system, the way it worked, was fairly new to me, and I had to have my friend explain, for example, the electoral college thing to me. So I decided to look up other countries in the world and see how they do their elections, and one country stood out to me, which was Gambia. So the way elections are done in Gambia is using marbles. So the way it works is that each candidate has a drum assigned for them. The drums are colored differently to represent the different candidates, and on each drum the picture of the candidate is also placed on it, just so that the voters know who they are voting for. And then to vote, each voter places a marble inside the drum of the candidate that they are voting for, and a bell goes off inside the drum to signify that someone has just voted, and also to just avoid people voting more than once. Then to count the votes, the marbles in each drum are placed in voting trays that have a specific number of holes, so this helps the voters know how much votes that each candidate got pretty quickly, and then the candidate with the most number of votes or the most number of marbles wins. I thought this was a pretty fascinating system. I think it's pretty cool. This system was introduced in Gambia because many people could not read or write, but they still wanted them to participate in the election process. Of course, this has some clear advantages. For example, it's fast, everyone can do it. I would imagine it's less expensive, and of course they're using less paper, so hopefully better for our environment. But it probably also has some disadvantages. Like, I was imagining if one candidate comes out to say that there was fraud in the elections and he doesn't believe that his supporters were allowed to vote, I wonder how they will be able to check if that is true, because everyone uses the same type of marbles, so I don't know. And I also imagine that maybe it would be easier to cheat because one of the poll counters can just slip a marble into their pocket or something. Who knows? I'm not too sure if there are cameras in place to check or who is really overseeing this whole process. But yeah, just some thoughts that I have. Regardless though, I did read that Gambia might soon start moving away from this system of voting with marbles and probably moving to more the traditional ballot papers, because it's becoming a logistical nightmare. Initially, when this system was created, they used to only have about 3 candidates in each election, but more and more people are becoming involved in elections in Gambia, so they have way more candidates, which means more drums have to be created, and that is super stressful and will probably use a lot of money. So yeah, I hope that was fun for you to learn. It was something random that I learned this week, but I still think it's super cool. Please comment down below anything that you would like me to learn in these 2-minute learns videos that I do. And I say 2-minute-ish learns because I actually don't know if the videos are going to be 2 minutes, but they'll be around that, I assume. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, bye!